Yeehaw! Hello and welcome. My name is Scott, and this is Crab Stats. Today, we are previewing Arsenal versus Rennes in the Europa League, the round of 16. We are starting right now, so lock in and let's go. If this is your first time here, welcome. I make videos primarily based on stats, so if you haven't done so yet, or if you're new, be sure to do the things that video makers like by hitting that subscribe button, hitting that like button, and hitting those notifications to say, hey, I want to watch these videos, they're fun. So today, like I said, we're talking about the Europa League, aka the better, more fun version of the Champions League. It's supposedly on right now. I don't know. I'm making a video for you guys. It's more fun. So specifically today, we are going to be previewing the round of 16 matchup between Arsenal and Rennes. Arsenal are looking to book a second straight trip into the quarterfinals, and hopefully even a little bit further, maybe even all the way to the finals this year. So let's see if we can go on another run, Arsenal fans. Today we got to get Rennes out of the way. When this draw was announced, I was quite happy. Given the teams that Arsenal could have faced, Napoli, Chelsea, Inter, Sevilla, this one is something that is very happy for me, especially at this point of the Europa League. There's no more seeding, there's no more league protection, so overall, Rennes give Arsenal a good opportunity for a winnable tie with easy travel, and the fixture congestion shouldn't be too bad. Rennes currently sit in 10th place, even on points with Strasbourg in League One, but they also have a game in hand due to League One being extra nice for them and giving them a week off. Last weekend where they could get over to face Arsenal. They have a goal difference of +1, which puts them right in the middle of the table, but their non-penalty goal difference is +0.63, making them a lot closer to the middle of the table. In attack, that's actually the strength of their team. They actually rank towards the top of the table. They rank third in final third touches per match, fourth in total XG, fifth in completed passes into the box, tied for sixth in non-penalty big chances, sixth in total shots, sixth in goals. So overall, these stats paint a picture of a team that is actually pretty solid in attack, and one that's going to be threatening to Arsenal, especially given the fact that Arsenal have a certain German center back that can sometimes shaken up a defense. You can see on the whiteboard we're looking for a rocket for him over there to be able to send him into the sun. So, taking a look at where things are, the two main players that Arsenal have to keep an eye out for is Ben Arfa and Clement Grangier. And they also have young forwards Ismail Sarr and Mbaye Niang. Ben Arfa is probably the most interesting player on the team. One that I've been following since he was at Newcastle. But since he's moved over to League One, or back to League One, I didn't really realize that he had moved to Rennes at the start of this season. He had a major falling out at PSG. Unai Emery is a big part of that. But he's always been a player that's intrigued me. He has elite talent in many areas, especially attacking. But through bad decisions or lack of effort or whatever it is, he's never been able to fully maximize those and bring them to bear. There's always been prolonged periods of time where he is oscillated between a good and bad player. Outside of the one really good season for Nice, he was consistently good to great there. He has been between times where he's been the best player on the pitch, even when there's someone amazing on there. And then he's also looked like at times like a player who's just there to cash checks, be able to come in, put his time in, be able to get back to his day job, whatever it is. Looking at his radar for this season, you can see that he has several areas that he is well above average in. One of those is not defense, so if Arsenal are able to do that, he's going to be in good shape where he has to play defense. Looking at the offensive value added, he's actually incredibly balanced in where he is able to provide value from. But the most impressive part is his ability to do so with the ball at his feet, especially running at his defenses. The saving grace, in my stats-based opinion, is he is what we'd call in America a chucker. Basically, he is a player that never saw a long-range shot that he didn't like to take. He's like Xhaka, but worse. Basically, he takes Xhaka's shot selection and turns it up to 11. So if he has time on the ball, some space, he is not going to pass up a long-range shot. And for all of the talent that he has, I don't think that he is going to be the most important player that Arsenal are going to need to game plan against to try to neutralize. That player would be, in my humble opinion, midfielder Clement Grenier. I'm going to try to say that that's the right French pronunciation, but I cannot guarantee. So Grenier is the key to Rennes' build-up play, while also possessing the ability to create for teammates with the final pass, and he also has the ability to get onto the end of things. He leads the team in XG plus XA, XG build-up, and also key passes. His radar shows a player who does just about everything that you would expect from a central midfielder these days, except for maybe a few, more tackles you probably want. But everything else, he is a very, very good player. For Arsenal's midfield, I think that he is going to be the key player to key on, and it's going to be important to target him, look to shut him down, and really disrupt that connection from the Rennes defense and midfield into attack, because they have some very, very good attacking talent on Rennes, and it all really depends on Grenier to be able to do it. On the defensive side of the ball, Rennes have been very underperforming their statistics this season. And I was actually pretty interested by that. And, the biggest factor of them slipping from the upper part of the table, like their shots-based numbers suggest, to mid-table this season is their ability to stop shots on target from getting converted into goal. Overall, they are pretty well, at lowering shots. They allow the 5th fewest in the league, and they've also allowed the 12th fewest goals, which is not good. By XG, they have given up the 6th fewest expected goals. So overall, they are not a bad team. The 10th fewest completed passes in the box against. So it's going to be something that's interesting. Looking at why this is the case, one of the things that I was wanting to figure out was, are teams getting more shots on target against them than expected? But really, this isn't out of line of what you would expect compared to league average. So they are allowing 35.2 of the shots they have faced this season to be on target, and that's compared to 33.9 for the league as a whole. But what is bad is when teams do get a shot on target against them, they are going in at a much higher rate than you would expect. So their goalkeeper is really letting them down this season. The league average team in League One, that's a lot of leagues, is saving shots at a 69.7% clip, while Rennes goalkeepers are saving just 63.5% of the shots that they have faced on target. Moving to big chances, it's a lot more of the same bad news. The league average for League One for save rates for big chances, shots on target, that's a mouthful, is 38.3%. So, just under 40. While Rennes are saving just under 32% of the chances that they face. Lastly, a look at the match simulation for Rennes versus Arsenal. This is something new that I haven't had a chance to do too much of. So let's take a look at the first match simulation. So Arsenal are favorites to come away winners in this one. That would be awesome. It would make things a lot more comfortable going forward, especially if they were able to come away from France with a lead, and maybe even a few away goals in the bag coming into the second leg next week at home. Over both leagues, Arsenal are the clear favorites in this one and should be ready to move on we've taken a look at the simulation here. They are something like 70% favorites to move on, just under 70%, and that would give them a good opportunity to go ahead in this match and move into the round of 16 and be able to enjoy Emirates match, unlike the Bate match, where they really made things a lot worse going into that second leg. So overall, thank you for watching. I'm going to try to do these videos more often. This one, is a preview. Next week we got, Manchester United at the weekend. I'll see about making a video there. So thanks for stopping by. Like, subscribe, do all the things that viewers like. Thank you, and goodbye. Up the Arsenal.